Look at your goofy ass. Hold the line, fellas. Do not save these women. This year has been a tough year. Again, there are more mass layoffs going around every month. All these women are being laid off. These women talk all that shit last year and the year before. We're independent, we're boss chick. Guys are not on our level. You got women who lost 100K, between 100K to a 200K job in minutes due to AI, job cuts, DEI is over. All these jobs that these women have because of DEI, those jobs are gone. If a woman was making 200K a year from her little corporate job, do you know how hard that is to find another job that matches that salary and those benefits? Women got laid off. You have women who are ready to date now. Now they have all this time to date. Do not fall for that shit and do not invite them into your lives. If you want to have fun with them, pump and dump and use them for sex, yeah, that's cool, but no commitments. Tell them you'll think about it when they get a job. Have that same energy that they would give you if you were unemployed, because these women do not care about you. Like I told you before, these women want the lifestyle. They don't want you. So you're going to take a chance on an unemployed woman right now. She's got all this free time while you are working your ass off and you've done everything right. It's going to end bad if you do that. I don't feel sorry for these women, man. These women talk so much stuff about us men because they're working their good jobs, their high paying corporate jobs. It's so funny. You put this job above everything and now you are laid off. You can't submit to your man or boyfriend or husband, but you'll submit to a boss who laid you off. You were working your ass off night and day for this company, and they just laid you off because they didn't care about you. All you are is a worker to them. They want you to make all this money for the company, and they just kick you to the curb. They kick you to the side. But you put your job above everything, above a relationship, above settling down, starting a family. These women are I want to say confused, but it's hitting them now that, especially these older women, 40 plus women who just got laid off as well, they put family to the side. Now they're unemployed. They don't have nobody. They don't got no husband to rely on, kids, family. It's just them. And now they're starting to think back like, wow, maybe I did it wrong. Feminism lied to me. They told me that I can have it all. They told me if I can make all this money, I can just take my time with finding a man. These men ain't going nowhere. Yes, they are. They found better options. They settled down. A woman who's 40 plus, the good man her age, they're already married. Or if they are single, they just got out of a divorce and they will not get married again. If they deal with anybody, it's going to be with a younger woman. Do not feel sorry for these women who got laid off, man. Do not. Let them handle this on their own. When men get laid off, we get kicked to the curb. We get told that we got to deal with it on our own. Don't show any emotion. Do not cry. You got this. You're a man. Man up. Give these women the same energy. Do not save these women. These women got laid off. That is their issue, not your problem. And I don't hate women. I'm just calling it for what it is. These women, winter is here. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, man. Winter is here. And it's so funny, like these women, they celebrated the passing of Kevin Samuels. And these women were so mean when this man passed away. But everything he said is happening right now. And these women are looking stupid. Do you know how many women are desperate right now at their old age just trying to find a man because they have no job security, they have no retirement? They want to get into a relationship to split bills and for retirement. But men are waking up. For a man to give his resources, you think a man's going to give his resources to an ugly, below average woman who's overweight and who has debt and ran through coochie? No. What fucked up a lot of women in the past is they were believing the hype online. You had ugly women who were never born with great genetics, ugly women thinking that they deserve a 10 out of 10. And now they're old, working a shitty ass. They had a good job, but they got laid off. Now they got to go work doing Uber Eats, delivery jobs. Jobs that's beneath them, but they have to do what they have to do to survive. You know how many women are doing Uber Eats right now? A lot of women. And they are depressed. They say they are depressed because they never thought that they were going to get to this point where they got to be working a job like this when they got a degree. Degrees mean nothing. Degrees mean nothing. When I meet a woman, if she starts off with all these goddamn degrees, I don't need her. That's a turn off for me because I know you have debt. There are so many women who have over $100,000 in student loans and they are not going to pay that off. And they're just trying to get married because if they get married, that's going to be that guy's debt as well. They need help to pay off their debt. Do not take in an unemployed woman. You are not a shelter. You bring this unemployed woman into your life, this woman who got laid off, she's just going to cause unnecessary drama. She's going to be a liability, an added bill. You're taking care of another adult. An unemployed woman brings no value to your life. She's just a liability. Let's watch this video.
For a little over a month and a half, and honestly, I'm finding myself so jealous towards people who still have their jobs. I felt like I had the perfect job. I loved what I was doing. I loved my coworkers. I had great work-life balance. And to have all of that stripped from me on a random Tuesday for something that wasn't even in my control is really frustrating. And people try to comfort me by saying, oh, well, now you can try something else, or now you don't have to work at that company.
Fellas, do not save these women. And I just never understood when women they just put their career above everything when there's no job security. You're not safe from layoffs. You're not safe from cutbacks at these companies. Women did not see this coming. If you guys have been paying attention to the news, there's a mass layoff going on every month with these corporate companies. These women were talking so much shit about you because you're a plumber, electrician. Your job isn't glamorous, but look at them, they're unemployed. A lot of these people who work a high six-figure job or higher than that, the job market is so bad, it's going to be hard for these people to find a good job like that again with those benefits and salary. And a lot of them are going to be too prideful to get a job that pays less than that, so that it's going to make them be on unemployment for longer than they expected. So do not save these women, fellas. These women are unemployed. They got laid off. Let a simp take care of them. But you don't spend any of your money on these women
Anymore. And it doesn't really resonate with me because I actually felt like I had my dream job already. And now to have to go into the job market and fight for my life for a job that I feel like isn't even going to compare to what I had before is really depressing, honestly. And so it makes it really hard to not be jealous towards people who still have their jobs, especially at my old company, because I kind of feel like they're living my dream and I got cheated out of my job that I loved.
So I just got off a team's call out.
I get it, you work for these companies, but guys, these companies don't owe you anything. These CEOs, these higher ups, they only care about their own pockets. If they got to lay you off so they can get a bonus, more money in for themselves, they're gonna take care of themselves. These jobs are not loyal to you. And it's a tough pill for these women to swallow, man.
I got a meeting invite this morning called Team Update. There was about 50.
And it's crazy because, these people who work these jobs, right? I think what really screws these people up is even though they're working a high paying job, these women, because men don't do this, women were living paycheck to paycheck because they were living above their means. When you get a high paying job, don't rush into getting that expensive high rise condo where most of your check is just going to rent. A lot of men, we do good with living below our means, but these women, when they get a high paying corporate job, they got a high rise luxury apartment where the rent is $4,000 to $5,000 a month. That is normal here in New York City. My rent here, for myself, I live by myself, my rent's $2,000. When me and my girlfriend lived in our luxury apartment, the rent was like $3,500. But that's low because we got it during COVID. But majority of people in Manhattan, they're paying over $4,000. Over $3,000 for a $3,000 is for a studio, $4,000 for a one bedroom, 2-bedroom is gonna $5,000. It's crazy expensive in Manhattan for an apartment. But a lot of these women make these mistakes. They live above their means when they get a good job. They spend their money on dumb shit, designer bags. You spend money on designer bags, trips, and you start crying now because you are broke because you overspend. You never budget your money. You didn't budget your money correctly.
People on the call. Our VP just terminated our positions. I'm feeling really upset about it. In tech right now, a lot of layoffs are happening. Who knows, maybe this is a blessing.
It's not an attack on you. These companies they only care about what the shareholders tell them to do. They care about what's best for the company. They got to lay you off to get more money in. They are going to do that. These companies are not loyal to you. They're not loyal to you whatsoever. And these women, I don't feel sorry for these women. It's like, because when men get laid off, they don't give a shit about us. But feminism lied to you, told you that you can have it all, and you can't. Now, a lot of these women are assed out. They don't got no family, no man. It's just them, and they're dealing with this all on their own.
Disguise. I liked my job. I enjoyed my job, but I didn't love it as much as I used to. And I know that you're not supposed to always love your job. A job is a job. A job is to make money so that you can provide for your family. And I was very fortunate to have that job and to work with all the people there and learn all the things, level up my abilities. Thursday, I didn't think today was gonna be like this.
I got laid off today. It's not looking cute because I have to move next month. I have a car payment tomorrow.
And guys, this proves my point. Let me know in the comments, but can't you guys agree? When women work a good corporate job, they live above their fucking means. The fact that you just got laid off and you have to move out right away, you were living paycheck to paycheck and you had no savings because you were spending your money on dumb shit, trips, bags, stupid stuff to flex. Now you're making videos like this. I have to move. You had no money saved up because she was living above her means. My thing is this, here in New York, you got people who are renting a room in Manhattan for $3,000 a room. So if you got roommates as a woman in Manhattan or LA, whatever, right? And just because you lost your job, you still can't afford that room. You were living above your means and you don't make good financial decisions. You make the poorest financial decision. You just make poor choices when it comes to your finances. You're not financially literate. You don't know how to manage your money. That's why a lot of these women, I tell you guys, a lot of these women are an added bill. They only want to get into relationships to fund their lifestyle. I have a car payment, I have rent. Now I got to leave because I got to move because I lost my job. You had no money saved up and you worked this good job. Man, continue to hold the line. But guys, do not save these women. I know there's going to be some guys out there who are going to take advantage of these unemployed women to do some stupid crap, like try to get consistent sex for them and dangle money and stuff. But guys, an unemployed woman, don't bring these women into your life. Do not.
To pay rent. And it's not giving thriving currently. It's giving recession. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this right now, but
I bet you anything she's either going to do OF to sell feet pics or she's going to go on Seeking Arrangements or those sugar daddy sites to get a sugar daddy. While she's still young like this, dating's monetized. It is. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. I learned that from him and it's right. Dating is monetized. These women want to get paid for their time and stuff. She's going to start selling that kitty cat. I'm telling you, that fact that she's laid off, I told you guys before, women are on survival mode 24/7. They are going to do what they can to get by. And that's having to screw a fat old dude who's going to give them some money. Women will do that. These women are not unicorns, bro.
I don't know if this is my cue to become a full-time influencer, but I'm literally like, what's the plan? Like,
And I can see her asking for dudes. I can see her asking money from dudes on dating apps as well because she just got laid off. She's going to want to be compensated for her time now because she doesn't have any money coming in. Even if she got unemployment, that's not going to be a lot compared to what she was getting. She's going to start getting compensated for her time. These unemployed women will try that. I had a girl last year when I was on the dating app. She was unemployed and she had to move in with her grandma. And she wanted to come over to my apartment to get banged out. And she was like, I'm about to get ready, but can you pay for my Uber and Lyft there? And I was like, nah. And I unmatched her because you just said that you just spent all this money on buying weave, but you don't have you don't have money to get an Uber to my crib because I never paid for that. Every time a girl came over, they drove here or they paid for their own ride here and back. So, and she was unemployed. And again, I'm telling you, a lot of unemployed women are going to be swarming the dating apps this year because they have a lot of free time. And don't buy into that shit.
I don't know. I'm a little bit scared and a lot of bit faithful that I'm gonna figure it out. Crazy though. It's real out here. Anyone else get laid off?
So I got laid off from Amazon a couple days ago, and I wasn't planning on talking about it because, to be honest,
Y'all can just look at her. You can tell that she lives above her means. You can tell that she looks like an expensive woman, soft girl. Well, I don't know if it's soft girl because she was working, but you could tell that this woman was living above her means.
it just feels kind of embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. And I know I shouldn't think about it that way because in my case, it wasn't performance related, at least what was told to me directly. But like, it just feels, I don't know. It just feels kind of sucky. But I also know I did the best that I could, and something that I was very adamant about while I was there was constantly asking my manager for feedback. And so I would always be like, this is what I've been doing so far. What do you think? Am I on the right path? And just always kind of gauging if I was doing well. And I always got good feedback. Yeah, you're doing good. So I'm trying to not take it so personally as if it's me and I wasn't performing well. But then again, I don't know how these things work. I don't know what's going on in the background, but to my face,
I guarantee you she got a sugar daddy in the background who's probably funding her lifestyle as well. Women like her, I'm telling you, I'm in New York City. I see this all the time. Women like her, she probably got a sugar daddy she's dealing with who's going to be able to fund her lifestyle even though she got laid off.
I always got good feedback, but so even knowing that it was bigger than just me, I still feel kind of embarrassed. And I'm trying to change that because, it's not good for self-esteem purposes. But yeah, I'm still processing it, to be honest. I think the day it happened, I was very like, what the hell just happened? And I was very much in denial and I didn't think it mattered. And then as the day went on, I started to feel the different emotions. So I started off just in complete denial. And then I started to feel sad, like, why did this happen to me? What did I do? I was working really hard and just getting good feedback. And then it turned into anger and just being upset with the whole concept of just corporate. And I have so much to say about that, but just really angry about just everything and just how it happened. And then finally at the end of the night, I think I got all my emotions out and I was very just numb and fine. And the next few days I've just kind of been like pretty neutral, but I also don't think everything has settled in because I am so scared to be in this job market right now. It just So I think eventually once I start looking for new stuff, it's probably gonna hit me more, but I'm doing okay. I'm very like, I need to make sure I wake up on time and I get out of the house. I've been dressing up every day. I mean, I'm not really dressed up, but I'll do my hair and makeup. And then I've been going to this coffee shop close by to my place, and I get my $10 latte every day. But I'm doing things to kind of just keep my mind busy.
$10 latte. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see the vibes. It's only been a week and some change. So yeah.
She's going to be okay. This girl's going to be okay. She's going to be able to find someone to fund her lifestyle. But this is happening a lot, bro. And the reason I tell you guys, you got to have the same energy when it comes to women, because if you got laid off, these women would not give a shit about you. You got to have that same energy, because these women wouldn't have any grace for you. When I was on the dating apps last year, when I told you about all that shit I was doing, there was this one girl I matched with, bad Spanish chick, right? And her profile looked like she was single, but then she wanted to meet like that same day we met. She was like, I have this gallery, and she had a gallery in Brooklyn, right? And she was like, can you just come to the gallery? My office is here. And I was like, I don't like to travel for coochie. I feel like at a certain age, if I'm over 30, I don't want to be traveling, because I'm so used to women coming to my place. So she was like, yeah, can you just come to my gallery? I was like, well, why are you in a rush? And she opened up. She was, oh my God, because my boyfriend, he lives with me, and he got laid off, and I'm just tired of him, and I can't kick him out because he's down bad. And I'm like, so you fucking other dudes on the side? And she was like, yeah. She was like, because he's unemployed. I'm tired of being around him. And I just couldn't do it, bro. I was like, I'm not traveling for pussy. I'm not going all the way to Brooklyn, because the address she gave me, it was deep in Brooklyn. And I was like, nah, I'm not traveling that far. Because she wanted me to come to her gallery. She has an office in there. She said, yeah, just bend me over on my desk. I was like, nah, what? I was like, nah. So I unmatched her. I was like, nah. But it's funny how women would just start going on the hunt on a dating app when their dude gets laid off. I told you, women are always looking for a backup option. Rarely will you see a woman, when her dude gets laid off, rarely will you see a woman hold that dude down. Women are in relationships for self. They want the lifestyle, not you. So these women got laid off. Do not say these women, fellas, all right? I'll holla at y'all.